Chapter 1. The Vanishing Point. It begins. A sea so blue, a sky so endless, everything seems calm. But then, without warning, something happens. A radio signal, then silence. A ship, steady on the waves, then gone. A plane, soaring high, then nothing. No wreckage, no clue, only an eerie emptiness stretching across the ocean. This is the Bermuda Triangle, a place of mystery, a place of fear. The Bermuda Triangle lies between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. It covers a huge area, thousands of kilometers wide. People have sailed these waters for centuries, but strange things happen here. Planes vanish from the sky. Ships disappear without a trace. No survivors. No answers. One of the first mysteries happened long ago, in 1918. A giant ship, the USS Cyclops, was crossing the Atlantic. It carried over 300 men, strong men, brave sailors. The weather was good. The sea was calm. Then, without warning, the ship was gone. No distress call, no sign of an attack. The USS Cyclops had simply vanished. Families waited for news, but none came. The U.S. Navy searched the ocean. Nothing. No wreckage, no lifeboats, no oil on the water. It was as if the sea had swallowed the ship whole. Years passed. The mystery grew. People whispered about strange forces. Some blamed underwater monsters. Others spoke of ghosts, or even another world hidden deep below the ocean. Then, in 1945, it happened again. This time, it was in the air. Flight 19, 5 Navy planes flying a routine mission. The pilots were well trained. Their leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was experienced. The sky was clear. Everything was normal. Then, radio messages came in. The pilots sounded confused. Something is wrong. The ocean looks strange. We don't know where we are. More messages followed. Their voices were tense. Our compasses are spinning. We can't tell which way is west. Then, silence. The 5 planes had disappeared. Rescue planes were sent out immediately. One of them, a large seaplane, took off into the night. 20 minutes later, something shocking happened. The rescue plane vanished, too. No one ever found the planes. No bodies, no wreckage, nothing. The world was stunned. What had happened? How could 6 planes disappear in one night? Some said it was the weather. Others blamed aliens. A few believed there was a force pulling them down. Deep, deep into the ocean. Newspapers called it the Devil's Triangle. Sailors feared the area. Pilots whispered about it. Was it a curse? A doorway to another world? Or was there a real scientific reason behind these disappearances? The Bermuda Triangle was no longer just a place on a map. It had become a legend. Even today, the mystery continues. Ships still travel the waters. Planes still cross the sky. But in the back of their minds, people wonder, what if the next ship never arrives? What if the next plane disappears into the clouds, never to return? What if the Bermuda Triangle still holds secrets, waiting to be uncovered? Chapter 2. The Ghost Ships and Lost Flights. The ocean is silent. The sky is clear. The waves move slowly. A ship sails forward, cutting through the water. Everything seems normal, but something is wrong. A lookout climbs the mast. He scans the horizon. No other ships in sight. He looks down. The deck is empty. There is no crew, no captain, no sailors. The ship is moving, but no one is steering. This is the Mary Celeste, a ghost ship. The year is 1872. The Mary Celeste leaves New York. It is a strong ship. It carries barrels of alcohol meant for trade in Italy. A small crew is on board, along with the captain's wife and their young daughter. They are experienced sailors. They know the sea well. But something happens. Something no one can explain. 1 month later, the Mary Celeste is found, drifting. The sails are torn, flapping in the wind. The lifeboat is missing. The food is untouched. The cargo is still there, but the people, gone. A rescue crew searches the ship. No signs of struggle, no blood, no damage. It is as if the crew simply disappeared. The ship's log, the record of their journey, ends suddenly. The last entry is strange. The words are unclear. No one ever finds the missing crew. Some say they abandoned the ship in panic. Others believe they were taken by something unknown. A storm? A sea monster? Something else? The world will never know. But the Mary Celeste is not the only ghost ship. The year is 1948. The SS Orang Medan is sailing near Indonesia. It sends a terrifying message. All officers are dead. The captain is dead. I am dying. Then, silence. A nearby ship, the Silver Star, rushes to help. They board the Orang Medan and find something terrifying. The crew is dead. Their bodies lie frozen in horror, their mouths open, their eyes wide with fear. The radio operator is still in his chair, his hand resting on the controls. The ship is empty of life. The rescuers find no wounds, no signs of poison, no explanation. Then, an explosion. The ship bursts into flames, sinking into the sea. All evidence gone. What happened on the Orang Medan? Some say toxic gas leaked from the cargo. Others believe in ghosts. Some whisper about something darker. Untitled. But the mystery of the Bermuda Triangle is not only about ships. It is about the sky, too. December 5th, 1945. A normal day. Clear skies. 5 planes take off from Florida. Their mission is simple. A training flight, just a few hours. The pilots are young but skilled. Their leader, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, is experienced. The planes fly out over the ocean. Everything is fine. Then, a radio message. A voice, nervous. Something is wrong. We are lost. We can't see land. Another pilot speaks. Our compasses are not working. Everything looks strange. Taylor tries to guide his men, but nothing makes sense. He is confused. The ocean below seems endless. The sun is in the wrong place. He cannot find the way back. More radio messages come in. The voices sound afraid. We are flying into white water. We don't know where we are. Then, silence. The 5 planes disappear. Rescue planes are sent immediately. One, a large seaplane, takes off to search. 20 minutes later, it vanishes too. No wreckage, no survivors, nothing. The world is shocked. The U.S. Navy investigates. They search for months. No bodies are found. No clues. It is as if the sky swallowed them whole. Newspapers call it the greatest aviation mystery of all time. The legend of the Bermuda Triangle grows. More stories come. Pilots report sudden storms that appear from nowhere. Some say their compasses spin wildly. Some tell of strange lights in the sky. Others say their engines fail, only to start working again minutes later. Some flights are lucky. They escape. They return home. But others vanish. People try to explain. Some believe the weather is to blame. Some say strong ocean currents pull wreckage away. Others talk about magnetic forces messing with instruments. But some believe something else. Something is out there, they say. Something we do not understand. Ships lost at sea, planes disappearing into thin air, ghost ships drifting, empty, messages that make no sense, compasses spinning, silence. The Bermuda Triangle is full of mysteries. Some have answers. Others remain unsolved. Even today, people wonder, what really happened to Flight 19? Where did the crew of the Mary Celeste go? Will the ocean ever give up its secrets? Or will the Bermuda Triangle remain a place of whispers and shadows Forever, Chapter 3. A Sea of Superstitions. The ocean is old. It holds secrets. It whispers to those who listen. For centuries, sailors feared the sea. The waves were strong, the winds unpredictable. A clear sky could turn dark in moments. A calm sea could become a nightmare. Ships disappeared without warning. Men were swallowed by the deep. And so, stories were born. Legends spread across the world. Sailors shared tales in hushed voices, their eyes wide with fear. Some believed the sea was cursed. Others thought it was controlled by powerful beings. Many believed in the wrath of Poseidon, the god of the sea. A storm was never just a storm. It was a warning, a punishment, a reminder that the ocean was not ours to control. The Bermuda Triangle became one of the most feared places on Earth. The water there was strange, they said. The sky looked different. The air felt heavy. Compasses failed. Time moved differently. Some said it was a gateway to another world, a hidden door deep beneath the waves, a place where ships and planes were pulled in, never to return. Others spoke of Atlantis, the lost city, untitled. Atlantis, a name whispered through history, a city of great power, hidden beneath the ocean. Some believed it was real, a civilization far more advanced than our own, a place where magic and technology were one. Could Atlantis be the reason for the disappearances? Some thought so. They imagined a force beneath the waves, an energy too strong for ships and planes to escape. But Atlantis was only one of many superstitions. Sailors feared the ghost lights, strange orbs floating above the water, bright, silent, and unnatural. They appeared suddenly, then vanished. Some said they were spirits. Others thought they were signals, warnings from those who had gone before. Then there were the sea creatures. Not ordinary fish, not whales. Something bigger, something ancient. For centuries, people told stories of giant sea monsters, creatures with eyes like fire and tentacles long enough to pull ships under. Some believed these monsters lived in the Bermuda Triangle, hiding, waiting. Was it fear? Was it imagination? Or was there truth behind the legends? The sailors of old had no answers, only warnings. They avoided certain waters. They performed rituals before sailing. Some carried lucky charms, coins, bones, even old maps, believing they had power. But no charm could save those who were lost. In 1492, Christopher Columbus sailed across the Atlantic. He was looking for new lands. He did not know about the Bermuda Triangle, but he felt its power. One night, Columbus saw something strange, a bright light moving over the water. It flickered, then shot up into the sky. His crew was afraid. They whispered about spirits, about signs from another world. Days later, their compasses failed. The needles spun wildly. The men panicked. They begged Columbus to turn back. But he refused. He pressed on and found land, a new world. The light was never explained. The compass failure was forgotten. But sailors remembered, and they warned those who came after. Even today, people see strange lights over the Bermuda Triangle. Pilots report glowing orbs moving faster than any plane. Sailors speak of shadows in the water, shapes too big to be whales, too fast to be sharks. Science tries to explain. Some say the lights are natural gases, burning as they rise from the ocean floor. Others believe the compass failures are caused by magnetic fields, but not everyone is convinced. The ocean is deep. Its history is older than ours, and its secrets may never be known. Sailors still whisper, and the Bermuda Triangle still waits. Chapter 5. The Weather's Wrath. The sea is calm, the sky is blue. A gentle wind pushes the sails. The ship glides forward, steady and sure. Then, something changes. The wind dies. The air grows heavy. The sky darkens as if a giant hand has covered the sun. The crew looks up. Their smiles fade. The captain grips the wheel. A storm is coming. But how? There was no sign, no warning, no time to escape. The Bermuda Triangle is known for strange disappearances. Planes vanish, ships sink. But many believe the true danger is not magic, not mystery, but the weather. This part of the ocean is unpredictable. One moment, it is peaceful. The next, a nightmare. Untitled. In 1978, a cargo ship called SS Sylvia L. Assa sailed through the Bermuda Triangle. It was a strong vessel, built to survive rough seas. Its crew had years of experience. Then, without warning, it was gone. No distress call, no Mayday signal. The ocean swallowed it whole. Experts believe it was a rogue wave, a wall of water as high as a building. It comes from nowhere, crashes down, and pulls everything beneath it. No ship can survive. But rogue waves are not the only danger here. Pilots fear something even worse. Air bombs. High above the Bermuda Triangle, strange clouds form. Not soft, white clouds, but hexagonal clouds, huge, dark, and deadly. Scientists say these clouds can create powerful bursts of wind, called microbursts. These blasts of air slam down from the sky, hitting the ocean like a hammer. If a plane is caught in a microburst, it is pushed downward, out of control. If a ship is below, The sea explodes into waves. Survivors tell of moments of pure terror. In 1955, a small fishing boat set out from Miami. The crew laughed and talked as they prepared for a long journey. The weather was perfect. The sun was bright. Hours later, they saw something in the distance. A black cloud, low over the water. It looked small, harmless, but as they got closer, it grew and grew. Suddenly, the wind roared. The waves rose. The boat rocked violently. Rain pounded the deck. The men shouted, grabbing onto anything they could. The storm lasted only 10 minutes. But when it was over, the men looked around and realized something shocking. They were miles off course. Their compass spun wildly. The coastline had disappeared. Had they entered the Bermuda Triangle? Or had the Bermuda Triangle entered them? Storms in this region do not behave like normal storms. They appear suddenly. They disappear without a trace. Some call them white squalls. Storms made of wind and water so fine they cannot be seen, only felt. They strike in seconds, turning calm seas into chaos. In 2005, a pilot flying near the Bermuda Triangle saw something strange. Below him, the ocean boiled. Water spun in the air. A waterspout, a tornado made of water. It twisted violently, reaching up toward the sky. Waterspouts can tear boats apart. They can pull planes down. And they are common in this part of the ocean. Some believe storms explain many of the disappearances. That science, not mystery, is the real answer. But others ask, why here? Why is the Bermuda Triangle more dangerous than anywhere else? Why do storms form so quickly? Why do ships and planes have no time to escape? The ocean does not answer, and the storms keep coming. Chapter 6. Deep Below: The Secrets of the Ocean Floor. The ocean is vast, deep, dark, unknown. For centuries, sailors feared the Bermuda Triangle. They spoke of ghost ships, violent storms, and strange lights in the sky. But what if the real mystery was not above the water, but beneath it? The ocean floor is a world we cannot see, a place untouched by light, a place full of secrets, a place where ships might disappear forever. Untitled. In the deepest parts of the ocean, strange formations rise from the seabed. Scientists have mapped the ocean floor, searching for clues. What they found was shocking. Giant trenches, deep cracks in the Earth's crust, caves larger than buildings, a world hidden far below the waves. Could these be the reason for the disappearances? Some believe yes. They say the Bermuda Triangle is home to something rare, something deadly: methane gas eruptions. The ocean floor is not silent. Beneath the water, the earth moves. Gas builds up under the seabed. It waits, trapped beneath layers of rock. Then, an explosion. A massive burst of methane gas shoots upward, racing toward the surface. The water churns violently. A ship above has no warning, no time to escape. The ocean changes. It is no longer strong enough to hold the ship. And then, within seconds, it is gone. No wreckage, no oil, no sign that it was ever there. Scientists have tested this theory. In small experiments, they have seen ships sink without a sound when bubbles rise beneath them. The gas changes the density of the water, making it impossible to float. Is this what happened to the USS Cyclops in 1918? Is this why so many ships have vanished in the Bermuda Triangle? But methane gas is not the only danger below. In the depths of the triangle, there are more mysteries. Strange shapes rise from the seabed, rocky structures, perfectly formed. Some believe these are natural. Others believe they are ruins, ancient buildings, lost in time. Could this be Atlantis? For years, explorers searched for the lost city, a place of power, a civilization swallowed by the sea. Some believe Atlantis sank right here in the Bermuda Triangle. And if it did, what else sank with it? Scientists dismiss this idea. They say the formations are natural, created by shifting tectonic plates. But the ocean holds more than just rock and sand. There are creatures down there. Not ordinary fish, not whales. Something bigger, something unknown. In the deepest parts of the ocean, life moves in the dark. Giant squid, larger than boats, swim silently. Their tentacles stretch, reaching for something unseen. Their eyes glow in the blackness. Could these creatures be responsible for the lost ships? Could something ancient, hidden beneath the waves, be pulling them down? Many laugh at the idea. But sailors tell different stories. Stories of shadows in the water, of movements beneath their boats, of the feeling that something is watching, waiting. The ocean floor is a mystery, a world unexplored. We map the stars in the sky. We search for planets far away. But the deepest parts of our own planet remain unseen. What secrets lie beneath the Bermuda Triangle? Will we ever know? Or will the answers stay buried forever? Chapter 7. The truth behind the disappearances. The mystery of the Bermuda Triangle has lasted for centuries. Tales of vanishing ships, missing planes, and strange forces have filled books, newspapers, and films. People love a good mystery. They want to believe in something unusual, something beyond our understanding. But what if the truth is simpler? What if the Bermuda Triangle is not a place of magic, but a place of science? For years, researchers have studied the disappearances. They have searched records, examined ship logs, and analyzed weather patterns. What they found might surprise you. Untitled. Many believe the Bermuda Triangle is unique. They think more ships and planes disappear here than anywhere else. But is that true? No. Data shows that other places in the world are just as dangerous. The Pacific Ocean has deadly storms. The Indian Ocean has rough waters. Many ships and planes go missing in these areas too. But they do not have the same reputation. So why is the Bermuda Triangle famous? One reason is history. Some of the most mysterious disappearances happened here. The loss of Flight 19, the ghost ship Mary Celeste, the USS Cyclops, a Navy ship that vanished without a trace. These stories became legends. And legends are hard to forget. But science offers answers. Some disappearances are caused by weather. The Bermuda Triangle is home to sudden storms, rogue waves, and strong ocean currents. A ship can be sailing smoothly one moment and be in trouble the next. Other cases involve human error. Pilots get lost. Sailors make mistakes. In 1945, when Flight 19 disappeared, the lead pilot, Lieutenant Charles Taylor, was confused. His compass was not broken. He was simply in the wrong place. He thought he was over the Gulf of Mexico when he was actually over the Atlantic. He kept flying until the planes ran out of fuel. Some wrecks have been found on the ocean floor. Others have never been recovered. The Bermuda Triangle is deep. In some areas, the ocean floor is over 8,000 meters down. A plane or ship can sink quickly, leaving no trace. There is also the magnetic theory. Some say the Bermuda Triangle affects compasses, but scientists say this is not unusual. The Earth's magnetic field changes in different places. Pilots and sailors are trained to handle these shifts. Then there are methane gas eruptions. Some believe gas bubbles rise from the ocean floor, making the water less dense. A ship caught in this phenomenon could sink instantly, but no evidence has ever been found. Still, some people refuse to believe the logical explanations. They say science does not have all the answers. They ask, why do some pilots report strange lights? Why do sailors hear voices over the radio, even when no one is there? Is it just imagination, or is there still a secret waiting to be uncovered? The truth is, most ships and planes that travel through the Bermuda Triangle arrive safely. Millions of people cross this area every year without problems. The real danger is not a supernatural force, but the power of the ocean itself. The Bermuda Triangle is not cursed. It is not haunted. It is simply a part of our world, a place of nature's power, of storms and waves, of wind and water. And sometimes nature is more powerful than we are. But the mystery? That will never disappear. Chapter 8. A mystery that lives on. The Bermuda Triangle. A place of whispers, of fear, of fascination. For centuries, it has drawn sailors, pilots, scientists, and storytellers. It is a stretch of water, nothing more. And yet, something about it captures the imagination. Even now, with all the science we have, people still wonder, why? Why do we hold on to mysteries, even when we have answers? Untitled. The world is full of logic. Facts, figures, and numbers explain so much, but not everything. Some things remain just out of reach. Some stories refuse to fade. A ship disappears. A plane vanishes. The ocean swallows them whole. No wreckage, no trace. And we ask ourselves, what happened? Maybe that is what makes the Bermuda Triangle special. Not the disappearances, not the storms, not the shifting magnetic fields, but the questions. Questions make us think. They make us search. They make us explore. Long ago, people feared the ocean. They thought it was endless, filled with monsters and curses. But some dared to sail into the unknown. They wanted to see what was beyond the horizon. And today, we are still searching. We send submarines deep into the ocean. We fly farther, higher. We build satellites to look beyond our world. Because mystery is not something to fear. It is something to follow. Even now, new stories appear. A ship reported missing, only to be found drifting empty. A plane that loses all communication, only to land safely minutes later. Strange lights, unexplained shadows. Maybe science will solve them all. Maybe not. Maybe the Bermuda Triangle is not about the past. Maybe it is about the future. A reminder that there is still so much we do not know. And that sometimes the most powerful thing in the world is a question waiting to be answered.